is a cosmic law, an unspoken rule of the universe that you must understand before it's too late. Hurting a Sagittarius is one of the most profound mistakes you can ever make. Not because they will plot some intricate, dramatic revenge. They won't. You should not fear them. You should fear the universe itself, the silent, karmic force that fiercely, almost possessively, protects them. They don't seek retribution. They simply move on. But in the quiet wake of their departure, life itself begins to balance the scales, delivering a form of justice so elegant and efficient it will leave you breathless. Why do I speak with such certainty? My name is Anya Sage, and as a psychological astrologer, I don't just read star charts. I decode the deep, cosmic patterns that govern our lives. And the pattern surrounding Sagittarius is one of the most powerful and consistent I have ever witnessed. And I'll tell you now, the fourth stage of this process, it's the one that will truly leave you speechless. So before we dive into this cosmic mechanism, let me know your zodiac sign and birth date in the comments below. I love seeing the constellation of souls that gathers here. So how does this cosmic justice actually begin? It doesn't start with a thunderclap. It starts with a silence so profound, it screams. The first thing that happens when you betray a Sagittarius isn't a fight. It's not a tearful confrontation. It is a switch being flipped. They shut you out, emotionally, spiritually, completely, and forever. This isn't the passive-aggressive silent treatment you might be used to. This is an amputation. You can be standing right next to them in the same room, breathing the same air, and you will feel a cosmic void between you. It's the cold air in a room where warmth used to be. It's the way their eyes look through you, not at you, as if you've become transparent. A ghost. They don't build walls to keep you out. They simply vanish, and they take the entire landscape of your connection with them. The private jokes, the shared memories, the easy comfort, all of it is gone. Not locked away, erased. And as they become a ghost to you, the universe begins to mirror this reality back. It isolates you in a prison of your own making. But the silence you experience is 10 times colder because it's filled with the echo of what you destroyed. To understand this extreme reaction, you have to understand the fundamental architecture of their soul. You cannot be surprised when a fire burns or when the ocean is vast. And you cannot be surprised when a Sagittarius acts according to their core programming. Their spirit is built on 3 unshakable pillars: brutal honesty, radical independence, and an unquenchable thirst for freedom. Let's use a metaphor. Picture a truly wild horse, not one in a stable, but one on the vast open plains. Its beauty is in its untamed nature. That is Sagittarius. Its freedom is its lifeblood. The open plain is their unquenchable thirst for freedom. Any attempt to fence it in, to control it, to cage it, is an act of violence against its very essence. This is why trying to manipulate or control a Sagittarius is the fastest way to lose them. You are not just offending them. You are attacking their soul. Its honesty is its instinct. The horse doesn't think about its path. It moves with raw, unfiltered purpose. This is the brutal honesty of a Sagittarius. They don't formulate their truth to be kind or cruel. They simply speak it because it exists. When you betray them, their words will not be a weapon to hurt you. They will be a mirror, a brutally honest reflection of your own actions, and it will burn. Finally, its independence is its survival. That wild horse does not need a rider. It survives on its own, finds its own water, runs with its own power. This is the radical independence of a Sagittarius. Their world does not revolve around you. They want you in it, but they do not need you for it to spin. This is why their absence creates a vacuum, a hole in your life that you will find impossible to fill, while their life continues unabated. So many people see this wild spirit and make the fatal mistake of trying to tame it. They see the freedom and want to possess it. They see the honesty and want to soften it. They see the independence and want to be needed by it. They arrive with a bridle and a bit, thinking they can break it. But you don't break a force of nature. You only break yourself against it. The horse simply gallops away over the horizon, leaving you standing alone in an empty field, holding a useless rope. Now that you understand this core programming, this untamable spirit, let's return to that promise I made at the beginning. The piece of this puzzle that when you truly grasp it, will leave you speechless. Here it is. When you hurt a Sagittarius, they don't just get over it, they metabolize it. They are alchemists of pain. They are future thinkers, visionaries by nature. Their gaze is always on the horizon. So, when you inflict a wound, they don't sit and stare at it. They don't get stuck in the swamp of the past, replaying the betrayal. They look at the pain, and they ask a single, powerful question. How can I use this? Every lie you told becomes fuel for their commitment to truth. Every attempt to make them feel small becomes a catalyst for their ambition. Every tear they shed waters the seeds of a new vision for their life. The pain you caused becomes the rocket fuel for their ascent. They don't just heal the scar, they turn it into armor. They don't just move on, they level up. The moment you think you have broken them is the precise moment they become unstoppable. You haven't created a victim, you've created a hero on their journey, and you are the dragon they just slew to gain more power. And this is the masterstroke of the universe's plan. This is the ultimate consequence. This is the karmic glow-up. Your betrayal becomes the launchpad for their greatest transformation. A Sagittarius has a deep, innate sense of their own worth and a baseline of unshakable confidence. When you try to tear that down, you create a cosmic imbalance, and the universe, in its infinite drive for equilibrium, rushes in to correct it. It doesn't just restore them, it overcompensates. The more you try to diminish them, the more the universe lifts them up. And now, we come to the split-screen reality I mentioned earlier. Picture it. On one side of the screen, there's you. You're in a quiet, dimly lit room. The only light comes from your phone, illuminating your face as you scroll. You're scrolling through their social media. You're rereading old messages. You are trapped in the digital amber of what used to be. The world outside your window feels gray, muted. You are stuck. Stuck in the past, stuck in the memory, stuck with the consequences of your actions. Now, look at the other side of the screen. There's them. They are bathed in light. It might be the golden light of a sunrise over a city they've never been to before. It might be the bright, focused light of a stage or a boardroom where they are sharing their ideas. It might be the warm, dappled light of a park where they are laughing with new friends, a laugh that sounds richer and freer than you ever remember. They are in motion. They are creating, building, traveling, living. This isn't a performance for your benefit. This success is not revenge. In their forward-moving world, you are barely even a thought. This is simply the natural physics of a spirit unburdened. The universe has removed the weight that was holding them down. That weight was you, and their natural buoyancy is simply doing the rest. Their glow-up becomes your slow, quiet punishment. People see them shining, thriving, expanding, and they look at you, the shadow they left behind, and they wonder what your role in their story ever was. But as you watch them ascend, a different, colder reality begins to set in for you. the triumphant image of their success begins to fade, replaced by a profound and chilling emptiness. What's worse than being hated? Being forgotten. What's worse than being the subject of their anger? Being erased from their story entirely. A Sagittarius has a selective, self-cleaning memory. Once the lesson from the hurt has been integrated, the source of the lesson becomes redundant. They process the pain, they extract the wisdom, and then they let you go. Not just from their life, but from their active memory. You become an archived file, a footnote in a chapter they no longer read. When they decide to cut ties, it is final. It is a clean, surgical cut. There is no drama. There are no angry voicemails, no public callouts. There is just nothing. A line goes dead. Your number is deleted. Your energy is blocked. You are left with the deafening, roaring silence of your own absence in a world that once felt like home. Being hated at least means you still occupy space in their mind. But being completely and utterly forgotten by someone so bright, so vibrant, so impactful. That is a sting that goes deeper than any anger ever could. That is the karmic price of your ticket out of their life. And so, we arrive at the end. In the final analysis, a Sagittarius won't hold a grudge. Their heart is too big. Their vision is too wide to be weighed down by the heavy anchor of bitterness. For their own peace, for their own freedom, they will forgive you. But here is the final, irrevocable truth you must understand. Forgiveness does not mean restoration. Forgiveness does not mean a second chance. Forgiveness does not mean the door creaks back open. That door is closed. It was closed quietly, without a slam, but it is locked, bolted, and the key has been dissolved. You will never, ever get the same place in their heart, in their life, in their world, ever again. The trust you broke was the foundation, and it cannot be rebuilt. Forgiveness was for them, to set them free. Restoration was the privilege you had, and you lost it. Hurting a Sagittarius was never an attack on them. It was, from the very beginning, a guarantee of your own loss, a self-inflicted wound that the universe simply allowed to run its course. If this resonated, and you want to continue decoding the hidden architecture of the Zodiac with me, the most powerful way you can support this work is by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And just in case, save this video to your library. You never know when you'll need this reminder. We have so much more to uncover together.